In a peaceful little town surrounded by green hills lived a young boy named Leo. He was like any other kid, curious, playful, and full of dreams. His days were simple, playing with friends, chasing butterflies, and watching clouds drift lazily across the sky. But there was one thing that always weighed heavily on his heart: studying. No matter how hard Leo tried, lessons never seemed to make sense. He read, reread, and still forgot everything by the next day. His classmates teased him whenever he made mistakes, and every laugh felt like a small wound. Slowly, his confidence began to fade, replaced by quiet frustration. One afternoon, after class had ended, the room emptied, leaving behind the warm light of sunset through dusty windows. Mr. Rowan, the philosophy teacher, was still sitting at his desk, reading quietly. Gathering his courage, Leo walked up to him. "Sir," he began hesitantly, I think I'm just not good at learning. I can't remember anything, and I can't focus no matter what I do. I feel hopeless. Can you please tell me what I'm doing wrong?" Mr. Rowan looked up and smiled kindly. "Leo," he said softly, "you're not the only one who feels that way. Many people struggle with their minds. But if you truly want to change, you can. Let me show you 5 simple but powerful lessons that helped many before you. If you practice them sincerely, they'll change your life forever. Lesson 1. Calm your mind. Mr. Rowan picked up a glass jar filled with muddy water and placed it in front of Leo. "What do you see?" he asked. "Dirty water," Leo replied. "Exactly," said the teacher. "Now let's wait." They sat quietly for a while. After some time, the dirt began to settle and the water turned clear. Mr. Rowan smiled. Our minds are exactly like this. When they're filled with fear, stress, and endless thoughts, they become cloudy. But if we sit still, breathe, and allow time to pass, clarity returns on its own. Before you study or face any problem, take 5 minutes to breathe deeply and let your thoughts settle. A calm mind can understand what a restless one never will. Lesson 2. Focus on the present next. Mr. Rowan lit a candle and placed it on the table between them. "Look at this flame," he said. "Try to keep your attention on it and nothing else." At first, Leo tried but quickly failed. His thoughts scattered, his poor grades, his fear of failure, the voices of his classmates all came rushing back. But with patience, he began to focus again. His wandering thoughts slowly faded, replaced by the steady dance of the candlelight. "The past is gone," said Mr. Rowan quietly, "and the future hasn't come yet. The only time you can truly live and learn is now. Whenever your mind drifts away, gently bring it back to the present. Focus only on the task in front of you. That's the true art of concentration." Lesson 3. Understand. Don't memorize. Mr. Rowan reached under his desk and brought out 2 objects, a rock and a sponge. Then he poured water over both. The rock stayed dry, the sponge absorbed every drop. "Some students," said the teacher, "are like this rock. They memorize words without meaning. The knowledge just rolls off. Others are like the sponge. They try to understand, to connect ideas, to imagine what they're learning. The sponge remembers because it absorbs, not repeats. So stop memorizing like a parrot. Start asking questions, linking ideas, and picturing what you study. Knowledge that's understood will stay forever. Lesson 4. Break big goals into small parts. Mr. Rowan then handed Leo a large wooden block. "Try to break it," he said. Leo tried once, twice. Nothing happened. The block didn't even crack. Then the teacher cut the block into smaller pieces and asked him to try again. This time it broke easily. "You see," said Mr. Rowan, "most students fail not because they're not smart, but because they try to swallow the entire mountain in one bite. You can't master big topics all at once. Break them into smaller sections. Study for a short time, then rest. Take small steps every day. Little progress made consistently builds more strength than long bursts of panic." Lesson 5. Practice every day. Finally, Mr. Rowan took 2 pots and planted a seed in each. He watered one pot daily and left the other dry. A week later, Leo saw that one pot held a small green sprout, while the other stayed barren. "This," said Mr. Rowan, "is the difference between effort and habit. You can't study hard one day and rest for 3. Growth doesn't happen by chance. It happens through regular care. Even 20 minutes of focused effort daily is more powerful than hours of scattered energy once in a while. Consistency is the secret behind every success. Weeks passed. Leo started following the 5 lessons. He began each study session by closing his eyes, breathing deeply, and letting his thoughts settle. He studied smaller topics one by one, focused on understanding, and practiced every day. At first, nothing seemed to change, but little by little, his focus improved. He could sit longer without getting distracted. Lessons started to make sense. The fear that once paralyzed him began to fade. Months later, Leo's grades rose, but more importantly, his confidence returned. He no longer studied out of fear, but out of curiosity. He had discovered that learning wasn't about perfection. It was about patience and consistency. Years went by. Leo grew up and became a successful designer. Whenever he faced challenges in life projects that failed, moments of self-doubt, he always remembered Mr. Rowan's 5 lessons. He even kept a jar of water on his desk as a reminder. When your mind is muddy, be still until it clears. Sometimes he shared his teacher's wisdom with young interns who struggled just as he once did. Don't chase speed, he would tell them. Chase clarity. Calm your mind, focus on now, understand deeply, break big goals small, and show up every day. That's how greatness begins. The story of Leo and his teacher reminds us all that a focused mind is not a gift, it is a practice. You don't need to be the smartest in the room. You just need to be present, patient, and persistent. If you're struggling with learning, work, or life itself, take a deep breath, start small, and begin again today. Your small daily efforts, done with calm and clarity, will grow roots deeper than you can imagine. Because in the end, success doesn't belong to the talented. It belongs to those who learn how to focus their mind and keep moving forward one quiet, steady step at a time.